Мать испортила его, исполняя все его прихоти.
His mother spoiled him, indulging his every whim.
His mother spoiled him, indulging his every whim.
Разрежьте плод вдоль и удалите семена.
Split the fruit lengthwise and discard the seeds.
Split the fruit lengthwise and discard the seeds.
Остатки еды стояли на столе.
The remnants of a meal stood on the table.
The remnants of a meal stood on the table.
Я никогда не роюсь в чужих документах.
I never delve into someone else's documents.
I never delve into someone else's documents.
Я не использую дуршлаг, а сливаю воду прямо из кастрюли.
I don't use a colander but drain the water directly from the pot.
I don't use a colander but drain the water directly from the pot.
Каждый из вас будет произносить речь, я полагаю.
Each of you will make a speech, I presume.
Each of you will make a speech, I presume.
Механизм самоуничтожится, если ты вмешаешься в его работу.
The machine will self-destruct if you tamper with it.
The machine will self-destruct if you tamper with it.
Вскоре он вернулся с очень старинной бутылкой.
He presently returned with a very ancient bottle.
He presently returned with a very ancient bottle.
Она сохраняла царственную осанку.
She maintained a queenly posture.
She maintained a queenly posture.
Все это время мы были в заблуждении.
We've been deluded all this time.
We've been deluded all this time.
Он вышел из бассейна, широко ухмыляясь.
He walked out of the pool, grinning widely.
He walked out of the pool, grinning widely.
Закрепи нитку, завязав ее узлом.
Fasten the thread off with a knot.
Fasten the thread off with a knot.
Они заявляют о своем благородном происхождении.
They claim to be of noble ancestry.
They claim to be of noble ancestry.
Я воздерживаюсь от алкоголя и других вредных привычек.
I abstain from alcohol and other bad habits.
I abstain from alcohol and other bad habits.
Этот странный обычай все еще преобладает.
This is a strange custom that still prevails.
This is a strange custom that still prevails.
Я задыхаюсь в этой душной комнате.
I'm suffocating in this stuffy room.
I'm suffocating in this stuffy room.
Наше восприятие от этого ресторана было не очень.
Our perception from this restaurant was not good.
Our perception from this restaurant was not good.
Есть ли приличные школы в этом районе?
Are there any decent schools in that area?
Are there any decent schools in that area?
Ее речь вызвала враждебную реакцию.
Her speech evoked a hostile response.
Her speech evoked a hostile response.
Его изгнали из собственной страны.
He was banished from his own country.
He was banished from his own country.
Болезнь вынуждала его оставаться в постели.
Illness compelled him to stay in bed.
Illness compelled him to stay in bed.
Мы увидели людей, зовущих на помощь.
We saw people yelling for help.
We saw people yelling for help.
Ему пришлось вынести позор увольнения.
He had to endure the shame of being fired.
He had to endure the shame of being fired.
Бизнесу необходимо развиваться быстро.
Businesses need to evolve rapidly.
Businesses need to evolve rapidly.
В его голосе звучал оттенок насмешки.
There was a hint of mockery in his voice.
There was a hint of mockery in his voice.
У нас было взаимное соглашение не раскрывать наш секрет.
We had a mutual agreement not to tell our secret.
We had a mutual agreement not to tell our secret.
Не пытайся спихнуть мне всю работу.
Don't try to shove all the work onto me.
Don't try to shove all the work onto me.
Не слишком перенапрягай мозги.
Don't strain your mind too much.
Don't strain your mind too much.
Цель не оправдывает средства.
The end does not justify the means.
The end does not justify the means.
Цветы появляются весной.
The flowers emerge in the spring.
The flowers emerge in the spring.
После развода он получил право опеки над сыном.
He got custody of his son after the divorce.
He got custody of his son after the divorce.
Она наполнила воздух ароматом своих духов.
She scented the air with perfume.
She scented the air with perfume.
Стоимость оказалась выше, чем предполагалось.
The cost turned out to be higher than anticipated.
The cost turned out to be higher than anticipated.
Полицейский свистнул в свисток.
The policeman blew his whistle.
The policeman blew his whistle.
Вода закружилась вокруг сливного отверстия.
The water swirled around the drain.
The water swirled around the drain.
Нам нужно прополоть огород.
We need to weed the garden.
We need to weed the garden.
Теперь твоя очередь. Бросай кости.
It's your turn. Roll the dice.
It's your turn. Roll the dice.
Мы должны по-прежнему стремиться к большей эффективности.
We must continue to strive for greater efficiency.
We must continue to strive for greater efficiency.
Эти таблетки значительно смягчили его состояние.
These pills have alleviated his condition considerably.
These pills have alleviated his condition considerably.
Не навязывайся к ним в гости.
Don't impose on them for a visit.
Don't impose on them for a visit.
Они были очень взволнованы полученным подарком.
They were thrilled with the gift.
They were thrilled with the gift.
Аллигаторы водятся на мелководье.
Alligators live in the shallows.
Alligators live in the shallows.
Она посвятила себя служению Богу.
She devoted herself to serving God.
She devoted herself to serving God.
Все деньги пойдут на благотворительность.
All the money will go to charity.
All the money will go to charity.
Я подался ей в этой игре.
I succumbed to her in this game.
I succumbed to her in this game.
Они сильнее нас и могут позволить себе выжидать.
They are stronger than us and can afford to bide their time.
They are stronger than us and can afford to bide their time.
Они зарезали единственную козу, чтобы пережить эту зиму.
They slaughtered their only goat to survive the winter.
They slaughtered their only goat to survive the winter.
Иногда она присматривает за нашими детьми.
She watches the kids for us occasionally.
She watches the kids for us occasionally.
Какой-то кидало надул моего соседа на $400.
A conman finagled my neighbor out of $400.
A conman finagled my neighbor out of $400.
Улики были полностью фиктивными.
The evidence was completely bogus.
The evidence was completely bogus.